Ricketts Glen State Park. Falls Trail includes 21 named waterfalls. I'll be hiking the 4-mile loop that passes 18 of the falls. I could not have asked for a better day to photograph waterfalls at this park. It wasn't supposed to rain at all. It is raining a little bit, but there's also a fog and a mist that's just creating a super cool atmosphere that's going to make for some very mysterious style waterfall shots. That and the weather and the day of the week is keeping the crowds away. Basically I have this park all to myself. It's going to be a lot of fun. Follow along as I explain my process and share tips along the way. This is certainly not the tallest waterfall in the park, but it's my favorite by far. It's really wide, as you can see, and it's got a really nice trickle that comes down here. Right now, the fog that's coming in is just tremendous. There's no sky in the background. There's just some green and the elemental fog. So what I'm going to try to do is focus on the rocks right here, do a second shot that focuses on the waterfall, and then a shot that focuses on the background here. So that way we're going to end up with a shot after I composite them together that is in focus from back to front. So I ended up finding a composition that I like better. I found this spot right here where the water was really kind of coming to a point where it was going to continue down the river. So I wanted to make that a foreground focus to tell the complete story of this waterfall. So I went vertical and I shifted myself to the right a little bit. Whenever you spend time in a location really reflecting and analyzing the scene, looking at all the elements, you're able to make a better composition than what you originally saw. I have definitely spent a lot of time here at this waterfall. It's only the second one on the trail. There's a lot more to see and do, so I'm gonna get moving. So right now I'm traversing down a series of steps to the tallest waterfall in the park that you might be able to hear behind me. The sun is beginning to come out, which is going to play with the highlights in my shots for sure, but I'm just going to work around it. Picked up a map at the visitor center so I would know the names of the falls. Left that in the truck, but one thing that I didn't leave in the truck that's super important whenever you're photographing waterfalls, I have a microfiber cloth with me and I have lens pens with me. The last waterfall, it was the biggest one, and there was such a mist coming off of it that it got all over my polarizer that I have on the front of my lens for these falls. So need to clean that up here out on the trail. So glad I have my trusty lens pen. As usual, the weatherman lied, and there's a lot more sun than there was supposed to be, which is not easy whenever you're shooting waterfalls. It's a lot of blown highlights if you're not careful. But what I'm doing is just composing my shots all along the way here, and then whenever the sun goes in, that's whenever I'm taking the shot. And in the meantime, it gives me time just to enjoy being here and not focusing on creating a shot. I can just appreciate where I'm at. Part of that appreciation included paying attention to the billions of tiny drips and intricately designed and arranged mosses along the trail.
Stability is key to capturing a long exposure shot. For this reason, I only place my tripod legs on solid ground and never in the water. The vibrations of the stream will create motion blur, which will affect the image. Even pressing the shutter button can cause motion blur. I didn't have a remote shutter release with me, so instead, I set the self-timer to use a 2-second delay. This short delay allowed the camera to settle after I pressed the shutter button to ensure a steady capture.
Dead batteries and missing memory cards have to be some of the worst things that could happen to a photographer while they're out in the field on a trail. But I'm safe today because I have the Llano battery charger. It's a double battery charger and it'll charge your batteries in about 2.5 hours, which is perfect. My battery's been charging here for a while. It died earlier and it's nearly complete. And it has only used up 70% of the charge of the case. It's really cool too because you've got USB-C inputs here, so like today, my phone is dying pretty quickly. I'm in a remote area. I don't have any service, so it's wandering and it's killing my battery as I'm taking photos and video. So this will charge my phone as well, so it's a very helpful safety tool. It's always annoying whenever you get back home or to a hotel or to a campsite and you've got multiple batteries that you need to charge so you can go out and shoot again. But that's what's great about the Llano battery charger is that it's in my backpack charging my batteries right now while I'm still out shooting. This is truthfully one of my favorite accessories that I have in my backpack right now just because it's so convenient. I'll leave a link down in the description so you can check it out for yourself. Photographed so many waterfalls today. I'm getting tired and I feel like my creativity is getting a little bit low. But I'm here at this fall and there are steps here that I really want to incorporate into the shot. So I'm gonna look around and see if there's any way that I'm gonna be able to do that. So what I'm kind of thinking is that maybe I might be able to come down here and get the steps somehow like this. I'm gonna give it a try. Time to charge battery number 2. I just put all of my stuff away because I thought I was at the last falls and there's a decent hike to go, so I want to be a little bit more compact. Nope. And how do you pass up a waterfall like this? So I'm getting everything back out again. That shot was okay, but I just moved down lower and I really like this angle here. I think I'm going to be able to get the nice exit of the falls on the left side of the frame there and tell the complete story of where this water's going. So I'm pretty sure I'm going the right way. Not 100%, I'd say about 85% sure. It's pretty good, right? I made it. 85% was good enough. Well, I hope you've enjoyed walking the trail with me. Get outside, make some images with see you in the next video.